after the end of this beautiful Indian T20 League, the festival of India, we bring to you the players report of the Indian T20 League, in which we have chosen one player each from all the respective teams, and we will explain you the stats behind all those players and how they have actually performed. I'm sure you'll enjoy this segment to the fullest, and that's why without any delay, we will start with this segment. First up is our player from Delhi. That is ANRICH, the seamer from South Africa. Not just a seamer, very much a fast bowler rather. 16 innings for him, played almost all matches, missing just one game. 22 wickets in his first season. And remember, always remember, he came as a replacement for Chris Wokes. And after coming as a replacement, scalping 22 wickets is a big feat. 23.27 his average. Strike rate of 16.63. That is, he took a wicket once in every 16.63 balls. Best bowling figures. 33 for 3 against Kolkata. He's been a revelation. He's been beautiful to watch. Whenever someone's got that much pace, he's always eye-catching. He bowled 157 kilometers per hour in one game, and that actually defines this cricketer, this bowler from South Africa. In the end, we will rate him. We give him 8 out of 10. Those 2 points, I think, were deducted because he was a little expensive, and that's why he has been getting 8 points out of 10. Otherwise, he would have got 10 out of 10 if he would have bowled economically. But that's how the game goes. It's very tough to score a perfect 10. For the next player, of course, we'll move on to my partner who has been enjoying this game with me, Vedant, of course.
Absolutely. I think the second player in the list is ISHAN KISHAN. And I think he has been a consistent performer for Mumbai. You ask him to bat at number 4, he will deliver. You ask him to open the innings, he will deliver. You ask him to field at point, he will deliver. You ask him anything, he will do it for you. And that's how the season has been for this young guy. He has been absolutely sensational. He can do everything for you. And I think he has been a pure find for Mumbai. In 2019 season, he replaced, he was not in the playing 11 at the start of it. He replaced Yuvraj Singh. And in 2020, he replaced Saurabh Tiwari. But once he comes into the side, he knows what needs to be done. In 13 innings, he has been able to score 516 runs, the only uncapped player to score those many runs. And then, of course, the average is 57.33. I think it speaks for himself. And then, of course, strike rate 145.76. Exactly what you need in the T20 format. And just see how many 50s he has been able to score. 4 50s in 13 games in T20. That's a lot. And then, of course, the best score came in the first match he played in this year's Indian T20 League. 99 came against Bangalore. And that actually defined as what kind of mood ISHAN KISHAN has for this edition. 8 out of 10 for him. A couple of innings where we expected him to continue, he couldn't, and that's the reason we are rating him 8 out of 10.
Definitely. Moving on to the next player from Bangalore. Bangalore was only able to make it to the eliminator. They had to go home after that. But Yuzvendra Chahal's performance was phenomenal as ever. 15 innings for him, 21 wickets, an average of 19.29, which is fabulous in all formats of the game, not just T20 cricket. An economy of 7.08. That is, he's always given around 28 to 29 runs in his 4 overs, and that's a captain will always take that from a bowler. Bowling strike rate of 16.33 there and thereabout, of course, and best figures of 3 for 18 against Hyderabad. He speaks volumes for himself. So Yuzvendra Chahal has been absolutely fabulous. 9 out of 10 points for Yuzvendra Chahal. I think he's been continuing for so many years. Yuzvendra Chahal bowling so proudly, bowling so prudently. Again, what a bowler! He's been fabulous. I think fabulous Yuzvendra Chahal. Moving on to the next player, Rahul Tewatia. I'll be talking about him. He's been absolutely fabulous. The all-rounder for Rajasthan. 11 innings while batting, 14 innings while bowling. We'll talk about both facets of his game. I wish I could also talk about his fielding, but let's just stick to his batting and bowling. 255 runs while batting, 42.5 his average. Let me give you a stat. Very, very good stat for a player. Rahul Tewatia was not played for India yet. The first all-rounder in the Indian T20 League history to get 200 wickets and 200 runs rather, not 200 wickets. Beg your pardon. No, no one can take 200 wickets in one season, and 10 wickets along that. Of course, strike rate of 139. That's exactly what is required in T20. 50s, 150, that too against Punjab. What a match-winning effort. He was down and out, but the way he came back set a template of how you make comebacks. 10 wickets for him, as I mentioned earlier. Bowling average of 28, economy of 7.13. He's operated beautifully in the middle overs. A strike rate of 23 and best figures of 3 for 37. Rahul Tewatia, he might just be on the road to play for India soon, of course. That was our player from Rajasthan. Moving on to the next player from Chennai. Vedant, would you like to take it forward?
Absolutely, absolutely. What a player he has been for Chennai. I think he has been a pure find. Sam Curran ended up playing 13 games for Chennai, bowled in all the games, of course, and that's the reason you see 13 innings as a bowler, 11 innings as a batsman. He ended up taking 13 wickets, and that speaks for itself. And then, of course, see the bowling average, bowling economy, everything. He was at his best, and I think he has been somebody who has been the only reason for Chennai to smile. They can be Faf du Plessis and Rituraj Gaikwad as well, but when it comes to all-rounder, he was at his best. When it comes to batting, 11 innings, 186 runs. First, he was batting as a finisher, then in the middle order, and also was asked to open the innings, and he did hit all. And that's the reason we are giving him 7.5 out of 10. I think 2021 will be a season where Sam Curran will be better than what he was in the 2020.
For sure. We gave Rahul Tewatia 9 out of 10. Of course, we forgot to mention that. You would have seen that in the creative that was displayed on your screen, of course. Moving on to the next player from Kolkata. Nitish Rana, 14 innings for him, played all the matches despite his poor run at the start of the tournament. But it was worth it in the end as he scored 352. Not such a high average, 25.14, but did contribute in match-winning causes at the right time. That's why I think we'll be rating him right now. 350s for him, 138 strike rate. That's sufficient enough for a T20 cricketer. Nitish Rana now has become a senior player for Kolkata, has to step up next season. He's not just a youngster anymore. Not for Delhi, because there he captains the side in domestic cricket. Now for Kolkata as well, he's become a senior player. He will a lot of points will be deducted because of lack of consistency, but he's still been there and thereabout, and he'll want to improve from here in the next season. 6.5 out of 10 for Nitish Rana.
Absolutely. The next player is from Punjab. And let me tell you, if you keep aside somebody like KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal, and if you look at this side, the third name which comes to your mind is not Christopher Henry Gale. It's Mohammad Shami, because he has been able to play all the games for the side and delivered. Whenever I talk about Mohammad Shami, the first performance which comes to my mind is he restricting those 5 runs in defending, rather, he defending those 5 runs in the super over against Mumbai. That was absolute treat to watch. 14 games he played, ended up picking 20 wickets. Just see that bowling average. Just see that bowling average. In T20 cricket, you have an average of 23. That's phenomenal. Just see the bowling average as well. Bowling economy, 8.57. That's really good. Bowling strike rate, 16.10. And the best bowling figures were against Delhi, 3 for 15. And I think this came in the first game of the tournament, the second of the tournament, first game for Punjab. And that's the reason we are giving him 8.5 out of 10. I think he has been a brilliant player for Punjab, and Punjab would be very, very happy to have somebody like him. And the last player in our list is, of course, Manish Pandey. Played 15 games for the side and ended up scoring some runs, and of course at the same time wasn't able to deliver in some, and that's the reason it's 6.5 out of 10. 425 runs for him at an average of 32.69, 350s included, and the best figures, best batting was up against, of course, Rajasthan, 83 unbeaten of just 47 deliveries. I think Manish Pandey is capable of scoring 500, 600 runs in Indian T20 League, and that is something he would be eyeing in the 2021 edition. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment, Players Report. We picked one from each franchise, and I think these were the players who were in the limelight. If not in the proper limelight, they were in the limelight and were able to make a difference for their respective franchises. We will be bringing some more fun segments on your way in future. Keep watching Sports Tiger.